This video is Unit 2 Review Part 2. Okay, question number 16. What is an insulator? An insulator is an item that prevents the flow of electricity. What are some of the materials that make good insulators? Stuff such as wood, plastic, and glass make very good insulators. Question 17. How does a switch work? A switch is connected to a complete circuit and can be manipulated to open and close the circuit in order to control the flow of electricity. A closed switch completes the circuit and allows the current to flow. Question 18. What switch would you use to turn on a solar patio light? Explain your answer. Okay, your answers might vary on this one. Hopefully you gave a rational explanation for your choice. One possible answer is that the best switch to use in a solar light is a photoelectric cell because it detects changes in the intensity of sunlight and switches on when it gets dark. It stores its own energy to turn on the light. Okay, question 19. Use symbols to draw a series circuit that has two LEDs, a battery, and a switch. Okay, your diagram should look like this. Question 20. Use symbols to draw a parallel circuit that has two light bulbs, a battery, and a switch to turn both lights on and off. Okay, your diagram should look like this. Question 21. Describe a situation where a series circuit would be used and describe a situation where a parallel circuit would be used. Okay, series circuits are used when a number of different units need to go on or off simultaneously. These circuits are often included in machinery in which all parts must operate and the machine does not work if one part has failed. Parallel circuits are used when devices need to operate independently. These circuits are used to light buildings where it's advantageous not to lose the entire circuit if one light bulb fails. Question 22. Explain how you would fix this circuit to make both the light bulbs stay on at the same time. The circuits can be fixed by adding a second wire to connect the light bulbs and by closing the switch. Question number 23. Most Canadians depend on the people who work in the electricity industry. Name two occupations in electricity. What parts of the electrical industry are these occupations found in? Generation, distribution, or conservation? So your answers could vary on this. You could take a look at some of the various people that you read about in this unit. Some of your answers could be like a distribution engineer who's involved in distribution, a journeyman electrician who's involved in distribution as well, a performance evaluation leader who's involved in conservation, a lineman who's involved in distribution, or a power engineer who is involved in generation. Question 24. What is the connection between electricity and magnetism? Electricity and magnetism are different forces. When a metallic material is wrapped with a wire carrying electric current, the combination creates a magnetic field and forms a temporary magnet. Question number 25. An electromagnet has 20 coils around a wood stick and can pick up 5 staples. Describe how you could modify the electromagnet to pick up more staples. Now, in our experiment, we weren't able to get a very good example of this. With 20 coils. But what you could do is if the core material were changed to a metallic material or there was an increase in the number of coils around it, you could possibly improve the electromagnet. Question number 26. Excuse me, I gotta switch my pages. Okay, list some of the machines that use electric magnets. So electric magnets can be used in cranes, motors, speakers, and even hearing aids. Question 27. What are some of the potential dangers of using electricity? Now, you can have varying answers for this, but things such as water can be a conductor of electricity, lightning strikes in higher places, improper wiring can lead to wire overheating, creating fires, or electric currents can be exposed, creating danger for people. 28. What are some ways you can be safe around electricity? So, once again, you could have varying answers. So, one of the things you can do is be safe around your home. Do not put electrical devices near sinks in the kitchen or washroom. Stay inside during lightning storms. Do not plug too many items into your electrical outlets. Make sure your plugs aren't broken and your cords are not frayed. Question 29. What was the importance of Fessenden's discovery of electronic communication? Fessenden's invention of wireless voice messages contributed to the development of radios, television, and cell phones. Question 30. Imagine you live in an isolated community that has been connected to satellite TV. Make a positive and negative chart to outline all the benefits and consequences of this technology being introduced into your life. So you can have quite a few different options on this as well, depending on what you thought of. But some of the positives could be you could have a new means of entertainment and you might learn about other cultures. Some negatives is that you could see examples of things that you cannot have, so it creates envy or greed. You may become frustrated by being exposed to unfamiliar technology, and you, because of the influences of the television or satellite, you could become disinterested in your own customs and entertainment within your own community. And that's something we hear quite often in Canada because we're so heavily influenced by American culture through television and movies. Excuse me. 31. What kind of factors affect how much electricity? What kind of factors affect how much electricity we use at home and at school? Okay, so you can have many different factors on this, but one of the big things is the devices we use. Are we using hand or electrical powered tools in the kitchen, in the shop, in our homes? Are we using computers, televisions, other electrical devices? Question number 32. What can you do to conserve electricity? Okay, so there's numerous practical things that you can do. Shutting off lights when you're outside of a room. If you have electrical heat, turn your temperature down. Whenever you're not using a device, shut it off. Make sure it's completely powered down, and simply use our electrical items less. And question number 33. Excuse me, got to scroll down a little bit again. Okay, look back at the timeline that you created during this unit. What are 5 inventions that you use on a daily basis? How would your life be different if those 5 items have never been invented? So, on your timeline, you can have some variation on what you've picked for your list, but things such as electromagnets, batteries, cell phones, radios, telephones, computers, those have definitely affected your life. Without those, things could be very different. Just take a look at the differences in the classroom in between the time your parents were in school and the time that you're in school now. We are using electrical tools constantly in the classroom. Right now, with our distance learning that we're doing, we are using electronic devices constantly. That's how I'm communicating and giving you guys information all the time. Okay, guys, go make sure you go over all these questions in the 2 unit reviews. Make sure you watch the video once or twice. It's definitely going to help you on your unit test. Good luck on the test.